Cover the Isle of Altmere Holdings, the island of lush wonder and intrigue, the illustrious homeland of the High Elves, the Summerset Isles. As an archipelago, the Summerset Isles consist of three main areas. Summerset, the largest and most abundant portion of landmass. Arduin, the smaller portion of landmass located to Somerset's east, and the somewhat movable island of Artium, or the island of the Sigic Order. Now, as you may have already noticed, the Summerset Isles are not your standard portions of landmass, and as we continue to delve deeper into its mysterious origins in history, we may find ourselves ill-prepared to fully grasp its undiscovered knowledge. Without a doubt, the High Elves and their homeland contain a rich and abundant history, ripe with the exact prerequisites we seekers need to begin our expeditions deeper into its lush greenlands and dense jungles. It's considered the birthplace of the modern Mer, or elf, or at least considered the original landing place from their ancient homeland. Summerset Isle and their elvish occupiers represent an ancient seat of power, ill-affected by the waning and waxing of imperial greed. Summerset, the larger isle, is populated by sparse outcroppings of villages and towns, some forming massive residencies of cities, all overseen by a local wizard or powerful warlord, often ruling free from direct oversight, so as long as Thalmor law is followed. Summerset has only recently freed itself from the grasp of the Empire since the Oblivion Crisis, but was originally forged into the Third Era's empire of the Great Tiber Septim through the use of the first Numidium and Numidium. Now, the Numidiums were massive Dwemer creations, thought to be either vessels of direct worship or a way for the Dwemer people to transcend into godhood, at least of a sort. During Tiber Septim's reign, and after his conquest of Morrowind, the tribunal gods, Vivec, Amalexia, and Sotha Sil, would gift Tiber a Numidium, in which the Emperor would use as part of his grander conquests. Effectively a larger tale for another time, but in essence, Tiber used these massive Dwemer war machines to subjugate, at least what he could, portions of the Summerset into his new Empire of Man. Records are sparse on what exactly was conquered and how much direct control the Tamrielic mainland had over the Elvish holdings, but what remained intact was the chivalric ways of the Altmer people. All that was required was direct homage and tribute to the mainland empire. More recently, however, there are rumblings of a vast struggle inside the Summerset Isle, originating since the days of its surrender to Tiber Septim, in which some of our other scholars and seekers claim, perhaps rightly so, that this ancient conquest led to the rise of the supremacist and xenophobic Thalmor. The Thalmor are not new to the Altmer people, being first recorded during the Second Era chaos of Daedric invasions and shifting allegiances. Then, while the Thalmor was considered the ruling body of the Aldmeri Dominion, it consisted of the Altmer High Elves, the Wood Elves, and various Khajiit leadership. In this Fourth Era, however, it sees itself as a superior body of rulers, hard-pressed to oversee its weak regional neighbors and off-shade cousins. Regardless of the dangerous political turmoil currently occupying all of Tamriel, the lands of Summerset remain a majestic beauty, awash in a sea of mystery and changing tides. Should any seeker ever be so lucky to find themselves on its golden shores, seek out the lost wonders of the ancient elves. The Elvish Empire of old, the ancient elves, have had no doubt hid many secrets within the borders of Summerset, eager to be uncovered and analyzed. The Crystal Tower, Skywatch, First Hold, and so many more ask only for a small portion of your time. For the stories they tell are of the High Elves, their people, and their long and impressive history. All you must do is simply stop and listen, engulf yourself on the richness that is Summerset, and you shall not be disappointed. More in my next report.